Have you ever really thought about how much a person's style can say without them ever uttering a single word? Well, today we're diving into the style story of Michelle Obama and how, for her, fashion became this incredibly powerful form of communication, something she explores in her new book.
I mean, just look at this. This is so much more than just an outfit, right? It's about presence. You can feel the confidence, that connection she has with her audience. And this, right here, is the core idea we're exploring today. How fashion truly, genuinely became her voice.
So the central idea here is all about intention. For Michelle Obama, style was never ever just an afterthought. As this quote points out, it was a strategic tool. It was a way to use the beauty and, the intrigue of fashion to draw people in, to make them listen a little closer to her message before she even started speaking.
And you know what makes this so compelling? We're hearing this story directly from her. This isn't some biography written by somebody else. No, this is a really intimate look at her entire style evolution, and it's being told for the very first time in her own words.
Okay, so let's start where the whole world was watching her every move, the White House. During this period, her style wasn't just about what she liked to wear, it was a very deliberate message to the country and really to the whole world. Her signature look back then was built on a few key pieces. You had the colorful sheath dresses, always professional, but with this pop of vibrancy. And the cardigans? Oh, that was a masterstroke. It just made her seem so accessible, like someone you could actually know. You pair that with a classic brooch, and it created this, what would you call it? A uniform of approachability. But what happens after the White House? Well, her style went through this huge evolution. With all the pressures of being First Lady behind her, a brand new chapter opened up. And with it came this new, totally unapologetic boldness.
And the contrast is just, wow, those approachable cardigans, they were replaced with these powerful, bold suits. Formal wear made way for casual denim, and her hairstyles, like these incredible braids, became so much more expressive. This wasn't just a simple wardrobe update, it was a visual declaration of freedom.
Now you have to imagine, creating these kinds of consistently iconic looks, from state dinners to global book tours, it's definitely not a solo act. So who was the team working behind the scenes helping to craft and execute this vision?
Well, the book pulls back the curtain and introduces us to her creative inner circle. We get to hear from her longtime stylist, Meredith Koop, her makeup artist, Carl Ray, and her super talented hairstylists. It's such a rare glimpse into a really collaborative, creative process.
And honestly, that's what makes this so fascinating. It's not just a coffee table book with pretty pictures. It's the story of the process. You actually get to learn how these unforgettable looks from the biggest stages in the world were dreamed up and brought to life.
Which brings us to the ultimate message of the book, because it moves way beyond just what she wears to the why she wears it, revealing a core philosophy that's about so much more than just fabric and thread. At its heart, her philosophy really redefines the whole purpose of fashion. It's not about chasing trends. It's about using what you wear to lift yourself up, to affirm your deepest values, basically to make your outside a true reflection of who you are on the inside.
And this all leads to what is maybe the most powerful conclusion in the entire book. As she puts it so perfectly, confidence cannot be put on. It's not an accessory you can just go out and buy. It absolutely has to come from within.
So the clothes aren't there to create the confidence. They're there to reflect it. It's all about finding those pieces, whether it's a power suit or just your favorite old pair of jeans, that help you feel like you are being the truest, most authentic version of yourself. So, all of this leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to ask ourselves. If style really is a language, what are you saying with yours? What story does your personal style tell about who you are and what you really value? So, if this has piqued your interest at all and you want to dive into the full story behind the style, I highly recommend checking out the book. The link to this book is in the video description.